you align with, like, defines you, right? So when we speak about alignment, right, there's a few questions, of course, that we're gonna go over, that we're gonna discuss. Um, but just keep in mind that alignment is basically not just a good thing. When you align with something, it does not mean that. I don't want to say that it's not right for you, because even if the outcome isn't positive, it may have still been for you to learn a lesson or whatever may have you. But alignment doesn't always guarantee a good outcome. That's what I want to say. All right. Okay. So, in the first question of 4, how do you know alignment is happening between you and others? And has there been times when being in alignment caused more harm than good? See what I'm saying? So how do I know when I'm in alignment with other people? First part of the question. Honestly, it's just easy. It's kind of, it flows. Nothing feels forced. It doesn't feel like that person's pretending to agree. I'm not forcing myself to agree. We're on the same page, whether it be in principle, whether it be in goals, whether it be in just a particular belief. If I'm aligning with somebody, an individual or people, to me, when I'm in alignment, like, it just feels natural. It feels like flow. My gut tells me that this is what I'm supposed to be doing, right? But the second part of the question, has been times when being in alignment or feeling you're in alignment has caused more harm than good? And I can say yes to that. I can say yes, there's been times. I'm aligned myself and identified with being a blood or, being a gang member, and we shared some similar goals, some similar ideas, some similar beliefs, but as far as alignment, we aligned in looking for love. We aligned in wanting to be heard. We aligned in a lot of negative thought patterns, being young and being immature and things like that. But I have found myself to be in alignment, like, oh, this fits, this is right, this is exactly what I was looking for, look how it came, and align myself with that, and the outcome was incarceration, basically. And the outcome was harmful to the people around me, that, harm was done to. And I don't really honestly want to say that the prison part, it wasn't good, and it wasn't a favorite outcome of my decision, but I can't say that it was a harmful one in that sense. But in totality, identifying and aligning myself with these particular people and groups, in that time, it didn't serve me. It didn't serve me in a good way. There was lessons that I've learned, and in hindsight, in the back end, that alignment was necessary, but that alignment was, it wasn't a favorable outcome. Okay, so in the second question, what are the signs that tell you cosmic alignment is happening in your life? And how do you make use of that information? Then when we're talking about cosmic alignment, now we're talking about not just me to another person. Now we're talking about, like, this eclipse is coming, or this moon is in transit, or whatever they be talking about. And this is going to affect, I'm not going to sit here and hold you up on this question. When we're talking cosmically, like, I don't know. I don't know. Like I always hear like I know like there's times when I'm like overly tired, or there's times when I have an abundance of energy. I know that there's times when I feel more in flow for longer periods of time. But I don't know if I don't know when or if it's like a cosmic thing. I can go around and people will be like, oh, I've been feeling like that too. I've been feeling like that too. So that tells me that, okay, there's something like going on as a whole, but I don't know when it's coming. I don't know like when it's happening directly in that time. Like, I don't know. Like I would be having to read, uh, um, like a horoscope or something like that, and probably see if it matches up or if these signs are what they say. But other than that, I wish I could be better. I wish I could really know and understand, because I feel like in knowing and being able to tell when you're moving into a cosmic alignment, you'll be able to like understand your mood patterns, understand what's going on around you better, and you will be able to move with it and a whole lot better. Like when you have information to utilize, you could utilize it better. When you don't know, like, you know, you don't know what you don't know. So you kind of just moving and just wondering why you're feeling like this and why you're going through that. Why are these people acting like this? You don't really know. So you could just be responding or moving differently and miss whatever might be cosmetically happening, So I do wish that I do want to be more up on that and gain more knowledge into like cosmic events and things like that, and cosmic mood shifts and things like that. So I'll be more informed. So for that one, I'm gonna just be honest and be like, I'm not really well equipped to answer that question at the moment. But for the next one, does your body ever give warning signs that you are moving out of alignments? If so, in what ways? So my body always gives me signs, always, whether I decide to act on it or ignore it, my body always gives me signs. And it can start from a tension headache, and then it could just move to being tired, like drained, and I'm the type of person, I can go to sleep at 12 in the morning and get up at 4 for long periods of time. But when I feel tired, lethargic for periods of time, I know like my eating habits are off. And the thing for me is when I move out of alignment, like it happens it's not just in one thing. It's like it happens in phases. Oh, like I'm eating too much sweets or whatever, then my eating habits start getting more and more hazy. Now I start getting tired, like more and more, like longer periods of time. Then I'm getting lazy. So now when I come in from work, instead of getting on the computer and doing my self-study, I would eat something real quick, jump in the shower, and I'd be like, I'm going to take a nap. And when I get up, I'm going to start. My nap will go for the whole night. So my days are, everything just starts falling down and down. Like it starts from the headaches to the tiredness to the laziness to just the unproductiveness. And then like I'm out of alignment, and whatever project I was doing, whatever I was taking on, it like I have to get back on track. So my body tells me in so many different ways, but the two biggest ones, the tension headaches, the tiredness, and I also get like anxious easily. Like, and I'm not an anxious person. I get anxious easily, and aggravated easily. So those are the ways that I start moving out of alignment with whatever I'm doing, whether it be eating, if I'm working with somebody or working on something and I start getting distracted and moving away from that or whatever. That's not a physical cue, but I start getting distracted. by little easy things. So there's so many different ways that just give me a warning, like you're moving out of alignment, like you're getting lazy again. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'll act on it and I'll be like, okay, I feel it. I feel the slip. I feel the slip. That means that for the next 3 days or the next 2 days, I'm not eating this in particular, or I'm only drinking water. Right now, I'm doing it 30 days. No juice, no chips, no, not just water. So I do little things like that to get back on track, but I be slipping. And the last question, is internal conflict, this is my favorite question. Is internal conflict a sign of misalignment or growth towards higher alignment? Because it can be both. It depends on the conflict. It depends on the internal conflict, right? Because sometimes let me keep it on the I. Sometimes I have internal conflict, like, I don't know if this is right, but it could be something like, as far as, let's just say, for instance, I'm working on a story, or I'm working on my website, and I'm working on my business, and I'm putting everything together, the website build, the content, everything or whatever, and then like I start feeling like, maybe I'm trying to do too much. Maybe like this is not right. Like maybe I'm forcing myself to do this because I'm looking for this. Maybe I feel like in that sense, I feel like it's more doubt. That internal conflict is a fear towards that higher growth, that more growth, and I'm looking for all the reasons why it's not going to work out, or all the reasons why I'm forcing it to be in alignment, as opposed to it actually being in alignment and me just moving and me just being fearful, right? So, but then there's a difference in, like, you have an internal conflict, or I feel like I'm in this gang and we're gonna go do these home invasions, or we're gonna go rob these people, and I'm feeling like I know I'm a part of this group. I know that, what I'm saying, we doing this, but not really. Like, this don't, like, I don't know, like, this don't feel, this is not good. I know that this right here might just be too much. Like, when we going and we're posted up and we're chilling and we're doing XYZ, we're stealing dirt bikes and we're doing this, and we're going to the chop shop and we're doing this. This is fun, but now, like, you're feeling like, I don't know, like, I don't want to be running up in nobody's house and doing this. Like, I feel like this is now getting extreme. That internal conflict is probably telling you, like, step away from, you know what I'm saying, what you're about to do, because you're about to put yourself in a bad situation. So for me, like, yes to both. Yes to both. Like, it just depends on the internal conflict in which you have to pay attention to, because the thing with internal conflict is it can more often seem like a misalignment or a thing that you need to pull back from, as opposed to it may be a form or a sign that you're pushing past a plateau of some sort. So for me, I feel like alignment is very important to pay attention to in all aspects. And if you don't really pay attention to your physical cues, your internal cues, if you're not paying attention to yourself, because a lot of people don't even pay attention to the people around you. But if you're not paying attention to yourself and those cues and what you're feeling and what you're taking and how you're moving in one situation and how you're moving in another situation, you find yourself, like, kind of maybe on the short end of things more often than not, because paying attention to those physical cues and knowing when you're in alignment with something, when you should be moving with something, whether it ends up being not favorable or not, it's important for you to do so that you don't miss those opportunities that are set for you in your lifetime to do certain things that other people that you're standing with and that you're doing things with are they're not destined to do. So that's it for me, you know. I hope you guys enjoy when we get in there and we have our conversation. I hope you guys take away everything that you need to take away and leave what you don't. All right.